Okay, I want to start with the perimeter, our building envelope, our development restrictions. This, of course, are the property lines, the outermost part here, curb, gutter, and sidewalk. And then these dashed lines here denote the zoning building setbacks. We've got 25 in the front, 25 feet in the back, which becomes an issue we'll talk about in a minute. And then the other major restriction is our 8-foot sewer easement that cuts across the property at an angle like this, which we can build next to but not on. Then I'll get to this non-traditional shape that I'm sure is jumping out at you right now. The concept here is this is all a big great room. Entrance, great room, cool stair up the side, skylights along the top. You come in the front door and you immediately see this, basically a wall of glass that looks out at the view and the ocean. And as the walls wing out, so does the ceiling go up. So you're framing the view like incredibly. And of course we would have our concrete floor, our nice warm wood ceiling, heading right up into creating like a 2-story space at the great room. Then that shape also, conversely, when you are coming back up from being down at the pool, being at the guest house in the garden somewhere, you will be seeing the wood from that on the ceiling as you go up. And then the idea with these is that they're kind of like arms coming out and disappearing into the embankment. You notice they're up past the top of slope. So what that does when you do that with a building, it makes it feel as though it's really anchored to the ground. It's really anchored to the earth. And also in your particular case on this property, as you come up these stairs, it's going to look like a warm embrace, like the house is just giving you a big warm hug as you walk back up. And so that's the main area right there with the big great room that is open to the kitchen area with a 2-sided open see-through large wood burning fireplace. And on the other side of it there's an opening in the ceiling to the upper level that also has a skylight. So I was thinking that it would be a really nice place for a table right there. And in the kitchen, of course, we'll figure out exactly, get into more detail on that. And the kitchen wants to open up with sliding doors here. We got an 18-foot opening here at the great room. And then we've got, like we talked about on the phone, girls' room, boys' room, good sizes, both with ensuite baths, and then a guest with a bath, and then laundry room, and a powder room, like a half bath for daily use. Then on this side we have garage, room for toys. It doesn't even have to be a wall there, it can just be a really big deep garage. And then like a game room for ping pong or whatever kind of game kind of stuff you want to do that will also have the view. And the other thing that I wanted to point out is that because this gets large, I put all of the living spaces on the north side because you'll be there mostly in the summer. So this is the side that's, even with, good insulation and everything, this is the side that's going to get beat on by the sun more and get heated up. So this is the side that'll stay the coolest. There's a spiral stair going up and we'll go over the upper level. And down here, a real simple guest house, granny flat. And we can get into more detail on that, but this is looking like a good size for this space. And right now I have it raised up a little bit because this is where we have some things to talk about, and I really need your opinion on this. Part of the issue down here in this lower level is this 25-foot setback, rear yard setback that's required by zoning. The pool can be in there, but no structures over 6 feet high. That means the chill area cannot be within that area, and we can't build on top of the sewer, cannot build on top of the sewer easement. And then these are side yard setbacks where you can only have 6 feet. So on the side we wanted to put the chill area, this is the little strip that we have. To have like, this is a 45-foot pool I have shown right now. So rather than have the chill here where you come right down into it, which might not be bad, there's an advantage to that. I put it here, but the disadvantage of that is that it's down a few steps. So the view won't be quite as good from down here as it would be from up here. So we need to kind of figure that out. The idea with the pool, I think, is really cool, and it could shift over a little bit more. It needs to be set back from the property line, but we can actually move it over a little more. Because that lower deck is two separate levels, it gives us the opportunity to do kind of a really cool pool where it's at this upper level, and then at the lower level we have like a 3-foot negative edge, basically water falling off of 3 sides at that end. So that could be really cool and still very simple and coverable and all of that. So anyway, that's the lower level. This is the upper level. Coming up, oops, sorry about that. Coming up the same steps, you come into this kind of this open loft that has this big opening that goes down below to where that table is. It's got a skylight above it. So it's kind of a big open feeling, and there's open into the great room below. And this way, the loft, you go into the master suite, which is the master bedroom, is pushed out, and the master bath, wardrobe, etc. And then I put a full bath in here because at some point this room over here could be used as a bedroom at some point. But I've set it up as the TV room, the den you were talking about. And I pushed it out here like this because when I was up on the roof, incredible view down this direction. Mission Bay, downtown, really nice view that direction from up at this level. And the reason I'm pushing all this out, the master and the deck, is because also when I was up on the roof, I noticed that not only is you have a spectacular western view, the southwestern view is even better. It's just really, really nice. So that's to me, it's even better, or as good. It's just really good that way and really good that way. So that's part of what I'm doing here is, making sure we gain all that view, but also some of this view down here. And the other interesting thing about the design is that, as you can see, with this non-traditional shape, that kind of was born of the site, the requirements and our restrictions. The whole thing is kind of pointing at the view. So anyway, I hope to talk to you soon. Well, we've got, before I let you go here, so gate in the front here. Obviously we can do some sort of a fencing and gate kind of scenario here, but officially you can only do 3 feet high, and then higher than that has to be kind of a lattice kind of thing you can see through. It's a traffic thing. Front door here, and then water at the entryway pond, some sort of a detail where it comes out to maybe a fountain or some more water there. This driveway just basically denotes that I want to be able to give you the opportunity to come in off of that busy street without having to, and to be able to back out and get out without having to back out into the busy street. But, landscape designer, this will be much more interesting than this. I'm just showing that there's access there at this point. So I don't want the video to be too big, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye.